For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
I watch y'all coming here for years because you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You're going to pick that phone up one day and that girl going to be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandmama dies. Because ain't nothing you can do about it. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max time.
This pandemic has hit us hard, but Tennesseans don't stay down for long. We're known for our resilience, and we refuse to back down from a challenge. This challenge is no different. You might be out of work, but there's an opportunity waiting for you. We need you to roll up your sleeves and join our workforce. Right now, thousands of jobs are ready to be filled. Find them at jobsfortn.gov. Let's get to work, Tennessee.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try. There aren't any cops around.
Didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? You are right now.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or a mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
And good afternoon, good evening to you, and welcome again to Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh in the afternoon on a Saturday. And a beautiful day to start your day on a Saturday afternoon. And hey, this afternoon we had the other show that was on at 1 o'clock today. Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir.
And so now we're into our Talk Back Live, the heavy hitter show with Bob and Josh. Good afternoon, Josh. You say good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. We're live, man. Talk Back Live in the afternoon on a Saturday, 4 p.m., 4:05 on the dot, man. Shout out to everybody joining us right now. Glad that you could join us. And, man, we got several things to talk about.
Oh, boy, do we have some
today.
things to talk about today.
Yeah, can't wait to dive
my goodness.
into these topics, man, and have some fun with you guys on this Saturday. Keep you informed, have some fun, all that stuff, man. But real quick, shout out to everybody that's continuing to join us right now. If you're in the lobby watching us on wherever you may be watching us, whether that's Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, Spreaker Live as well, or on our website, TalkBackLiveNetwork.org. We are now live on there as well. You can also listen exclusively on there on our Spreaker station. Just click the link that says Talkback Live Radio, Talkback Live Network Radio tab on the website. You can listen to us there live as well as the Spreaker app. Now, Spreaker you can download for free, Spreaker, free download on any device you may have, Android, Apple, any product you got, download it for free and search Talkback Live. You'll find our Talkback Live with Bob and Josh network on there. Subscribe, hit the yellow star, and be notified every time one of our shows goes live on that app. So shout out to everybody joining us. Go ahead and hit that like button. See some of y'all already starting to do so. Continue to do so.
Indeed.
It is very beneficial and appreciative if you do. So without any further ado, Bob, we're here, man. We're ready to go.
All right, let's get it all started off, Josh. And I almost went into the thing that we used to say a long time ago with the Metro Traffic Report. We're not going to have that today. But anyway, man, Josh, there is a story out there today. Well, are you ready to get it on?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Let's hit the music.
Some breaking news.
And in the headlines today, we've got Breaking news out of Ukraine. Ukraine? Yes.
Yeah.
Breaking news out of Ukraine. Well, should it have been broken out of Ukraine or should they have kept this a secret? Well, folks, I think this is the dumbest thing that anybody could ever do when you come to this particular topic. Now, I don't know why in the world. Well, let's talk about it. Josh, to me, this doesn't make any sense. But it's for real. CNN has reported that, and Talkback Live reported as well. And my question is, do you think...
Well, and before you answer the question, to let them know what the news is
the
first.
news has come out of CNN and out of Ukraine.
Yes.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has announced that the United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and United States Defense Secretary Lord Austin will visit Kyiv on Sunday. I don't think this is a secret. People from the United States are coming to us tomorrow. Secretary of State Mr. Blinken and Defense Secretary Lord Austin, who are coming to us, Zelensky said at a press conference held in an underground subway station in the Ukrainian capital. Now, I think that is the most stupid idea for anybody, for him to do this, knowing that Secretary of State Lord Austin and the Secretary of Defense Lord Austin and Secretary of State Blinken were coming to visit him in Ukraine. This should have been held a secret. That's what I feel now. I think this is a breach of security, and I do not think that these people now ought to even attempt to go.
Well, it's interesting.
What do you think
Yeah,
about that? Do you think do you think that this is a good thing to do right now, as far as these to the United States? Going over there, Lord Austin, our Secretary of Defense, these are heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And our Secretary of State Blinken, these are all military guys. These are to go into Ukraine, where the Soviet Union are shooting rockets and things of that nature, breaking. Folks, I don't know what to think of this one. You've got to, folks, please help me out on this one, because I don't understand it.
Well, you know what?
This is crazy.
To me, and I understand that. Now, I guess just my opinion, because I don't know. I'm not no expert on nothing like that. But to me, this is kind of what these guys are paid to do, at least in my opinion, right? They're always, especially Secretary of Defense. And
they're not paid to go into
hear me out now.
Area like this.
The Secretary of State, that is. I keep getting them mixed up, but it's both of them. It is interesting with the Defense Secretary going down there. And look, and here's what Greg said. Greg's first comment on it. He says, there aren't any secrets anymore, Bob. They will not be in harm's way. No way, no how. Now, I would think, knowing how important these guys are to the United States, that there's going to be plenty of measures taken to make sure that this is a very safe meeting. They're not just going to go over there in some golf shirts and out there chilling on a beach in Ukraine. I don't even know if Ukraine has a beach, but but it is
okay. But the point remains is this, though, John.
Yeah.
Should it have been made? Should that announcement have been made, though? I don't think Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, should have made this announcement. Until, like Frankie just said on here. Good afternoon, Frankie. A great point. She said, I agree. It should not have been revealed until they were back in the United States. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think, and this makes me wonder about visiting Ukraine as a Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, our heavy hitters visiting. If you leave the president alone to handle this situation, with these guys, they're no longer, man, we'd be messed up in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are the ones that's handling this. This should not have been revealed. This should not have been revealed. And it makes you wonder, is Zelensky, is he up to something here? Is he really on the Russian side? And now this is a trick to draw some American politicians and heavy hitters in on this thing.
Well, I mean, I guess, they've lost too many people to Russia to even be on their side in any way, shape, or form at this point. But they're still trying to kill. They're still trying to kill Zelensky.
But see, you never know what has happened since all this has come in and taken over. This could be something to a trick for the United States here. And I don't trust the Ukrainian president. I really don't. I've never trusted, just looking at it. I do not trust the guy.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what to believe. This is not right to me. This is not a smart idea for these people to visit Ukraine. And then for the Ukrainian president have put it out already, I think they should cancel this trip.
Now, the one thing I will say to everything we're talking about, it is interesting to just put it out there kind of flippantly. Now, I was looking at the video of when he put it out there. Now, I will say this. It's interesting how Zelensky has been handling everything, if you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't really, he's in hiding, but at the same time, he's still kind of out there. Mm-hmm. More than you would think, especially for a president in the middle of a war zone. Just to the point is this press conference that we're talking about, where he made the announcement about the meeting, was a press conference. Think about this: you're in the middle of a war-torn country. They were meeting in a subway station, an abandoned subway station underground somewhere, and all these media members, a whole lot of them, cameramen, all that stuff, well produced, different camera angles, all this stuff. In the middle of a war zone. It's kind of amazing that they're able to pull off stuff like that. But all that being said, and maybe he's just like, hey, I'm not finna act like I'm scared of Russia. Maybe that's why he's being so bold with it, and maybe a little reckless with throwing out information that he shouldn't.
I don't think it's the idea of being afraid of Russia.
Yeah.
It's just not a good idea to put your top military people, in harm's way like this. To go into Ukraine. How come this clown, Zelensky, whatever his name is?
Yeah, Zelensky.
Yeah, why didn't he go over to Poland to visit him, or come to the United States or something? Or, if he's all open and out in the open and visiting and doing whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it, and nobody's touching him, then he may have an agreement with the Russians or something that they're not going to touch him, or whatever the case may be. But for them to go into that country, and then for him to announce that, hey, we want to announce to the whole world that the Secretary of Defense, Lord Austin, and Secretary of State Blinken is coming from the United States to visit me. Now Russia knows.
What are they thinking down? They don't know where. And
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They have satellite equipment. They have technology. They can track these things down. And who knows? Who knows? Zelensky may have called the president of Russia, Putin, and told him what's going on. And, he may be in on all of this stuff. You can never know with these things, man. You can never know.
Now,
you can never know.
You never know.
This should never be trusted. This is a war situation. You've got to treat it like that.
Now, and as we continue to talk, I want to play. I got the clip of the news breaking on MSNBC about Zelensky and Blinken. So we're gonna play this real quick, see if it has a little more info.
And let me say this. I'll say what Vicky said. I'll repeat some other comments that are on here when I come back.
Yes.
From this. Take a listen to this, folks, and we'll continue to talk about this and some other topics as well. 901-213-6020. 901-213-6020 is the number if you'd like to call and talk to us as well. What do you think? Take a listen to this. We'll be back.
Let's go to NBC's Cal Perry, who's joining us from Kyiv. Cal, welcome to you, my friend. Talk to us about the big news here that Zelensky says he's meeting with Blinken and Austin tomorrow in Kyiv. So tell us about that and the rest of the news conference that he has been conducting.
Absolutely. We're monitoring it as it comes in. We can go ahead and put the picture up. It was about 10 minutes ago when he said that there was a delegation coming from the United States tomorrow. And then he said he would be meeting with Secretary of State Blinken and with Defense Secretary Austin. We have reached out to the State Department. We have not heard back from them just yet on that. Obviously, they're going to be worried about giving away any security details of a future meeting. One of the extraordinary things, Alex, about this press conference is where it's happening and how it's being produced. And we're seeing that live now on the left side of your screen. This is taking place in a subway station somewhere close to where I am. But again, we don't know the location. And it is being expertly produced, as we have seen throughout this war, a president who seems to rise to the occasion. And once again, and you see that subway station there, doing so in a location, in a city at war while he is under threat. He started the press conference by saying and answering a question about his level of fear, saying he's not afraid to die, that it is his security that is more scared than he is, that it is his family that is scared. He said that he wants more weapons from the United States, that this most recent aid package is more along the lines of what he was hoping for. Of course, that aid package will start arriving this weekend, some $800 million of aid. And then he talked, Alex, about the news of the day, that strike in Odessa that killed others. Take a little listen to what he had to say about that strike.
A 3-month-old baby has died. They killed a 3-month-old baby. The war started when that baby was just 1 month old. Can you imagine what this means? What's happening? They're just stinking scum. How else can I call them? I have no other words. Just scum.
This is something that we've been hearing all day from officials, that this baby now unable to celebrate Easter tomorrow, day 60 of the war, Orthodox Easter here tomorrow with his family. We also heard more details about Mariupol, the situation there, of course, increasingly desperate. Today, there was a chance, an attempt to evacuate civilians from that city. And according to the deputy mayor there, and we heard the President Zelensky talking about this in his press conference, instead what they got was a Russian commander who announced to the civilians that were going to flee that area was soon to be shelled. It sort of goes along with what we've been hearing from the government here, that it is the Russian side that continues to basically sabotage any chance at evacuating civilians. There is, I think, a growing concern here, and it's something we've heard from the president, that the Russians are using those civilians in Mariupol as pawns, as perhaps something that they can negotiate with in the future, Alex.
Well, what do you think, folks? This is a stupid idea to me. I am still against this idea of the Secretary of Defense and Secretary of State of the United States visiting Ukraine.
And I do agree that, you can't just be out here flippantly announcing meetings, all willy-nilly, some would say.
And Josh, the Ukrainian president is the one that announced it to the whole world.
Yeah.
That they're going to be here.
It doesn't, and it was interesting. I know, kind of shots on Biden, but it doesn't sound like the U.S. is going to say anything about it because it was going down tomorrow. And the U.S. hadn't said anything.
The U.S. hadn't said anything. Yeah. If they wanted this to go out as and not to be a secret, I'm pretty sure the United States would have said Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin and Secretary of State Zelensky or Blinken will be in Ukraine tomorrow visiting with the Ukrainian president. Yeah. I mean, come on. I just don't understand this. Greg says, when we landed in Iraq, there were news crews there. Go figure. Well, I mean, that was totally different. We had soldiers over there. We don't have any soldiers and fighting people in Ukraine. I mean, when the president visited the troops that were in Iraq and other places, when they went in there, man, they were very well protected. They went in there to visit the troops. They went there to visit and other places, but they were surrounded by military forces, military armament, jet fighters, and all this other kind. You don't have that in Ukraine.
And I guess the difference would be, I don't think George W. Bush was hiding the fact that they were invading Iraq at the time either. You know what I'm saying? Or Afghanistan also, trying to get the situation straight. I know there's a lot of different wars that happened back in those days, but I don't think they were necessarily hiding the fact that they were diving up in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No. They made it clear that we were going, but at the same time, this is totally different from two.
But I'm just saying that's why the news crews are there. They already know.
Right. Yeah. You got these two people that are United States didn't announce that these people were going, but you have Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, all of a sudden announces it to the whole world and Russia. And hey, the two top dogs from the United States military, guess what? They're going to be with me tomorrow.
Hey, now here's a couple more comments to have a party. But Vicky says, I don't think they want to go to war with us, meaning the U.S. military.
Well, I don't know, no doubt. But at the same time, Russia's got a strong military.
Yeah. And I think they don't care about nothing.
They listen. They don't care about anything, and the president that they have, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah,
he doesn't care about anything. Vladimir Putin right now, he is itching to set off a nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
he is itching to set off a nuclear bomb at the United States. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He has no worry, no care whatsoever.
Now here's Frankie's comment. Says, I doubt Zelensky is telling Putin anything. Putin wants to capture and probably kill Zelensky, which, Putin is not someone you can reason with. He's a demon from the pit of hell.
I agree with that, but I don't trust Zelensky. I don't trust him. And for him to put this information out there, Frankie, it is totally and utterly reckless. It is crazy. It is not what we as this country would want. If the United States had wanted that, they would have already said. The United States hadn't said anything. This is what this guy's putting out. Why is he putting that out there? By him putting that out there, that is an announcement to Russia. That's not just an announcement to CNN or to you and me. That is an announcement to Russia. And why would he want to make such an announcement like that? To let them know that Secretary of State Austin and Secretary of Defense Austin and Secretary of State is going to be in Ukraine meeting with him tomorrow. It doesn't make sense. And we have a phone call.
Call from.
Y'all already know who it is.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
All right, welcome to the show, GKP. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon, good evening on a Saturday.
Welcome to the World News.
The World News is right, okay? We're in Ukraine, Russia, we're everywhere, aren't we?
That's what we do.
What we do. Listen, man, hey, join the club. I've already told y'all what's going on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
America don't know what they're doing because the leader of America don't know what he doing, okay?
I can agree with that somewhat. He's not
it's
not
nothing new, man.
No.
Hey, tell the world, tell everybody. We think we strike fear in people by telling them things when not understanding that we're only just giving them, you know what I'm saying, targets, basically.
Well, the United States didn't announce this. This is what Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, announced. Why would he want to announce that? He's announcing that. You might as well say to Russia. I'm letting you know.
Because he's using it as a bully tactic. He thinks it means something to say it. If America didn't want it known, they should have made sure they told him it was classified business.
True.
So America at the same time wants to look like the tough guy. They're sending all these billions of dollars of weapons each and every week, or every other week they're shipping something. So it's tactics. But it's tactics that's going to get people hurt.
Yeah, and you know what? I saw also Zelensky in the press conference, I guess it was today, talking about, hey, they're going to need more weapons. Now, there's there's another 800 million going over there from the U.S., and he's asking for more as well. In addition to that, now this just got passed a few weeks ago, the new $800 million weapons package, and he says he's going to need more. So I'm curious what y'all think about that.
Do they even have enough soldiers for all of the weapons that's going over there? I mean, this is Ukraine we're talking about. How big is Ukraine?
It's small.
Yeah, but and GKP, who's going to run this equipment? Who knows how to run this equipment? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This president is really off of his rocker. And you made me say this. You made me do it. But I've been wanting to say it. I've been wanting to say this for a long time.
Well, go ahead, Bob.
This president, he's not military minded. He's not otherwise minded either. Man, this is the worst president I think we've ever had as far as come to strength is concerned. Man, this guy needs to go somewhere and just resign. I mean,
you want him to quit?
He can't even hardly walk up a flight of stairs. I told y'all before this whole thing started what it was gonna be. But of course, everybody wanted rid of Trump. But hey, you got rid of Trump, but what did you really get? Okay? So hey, man, I don't know what else to tell y'all. This guy here, is this guy here.
Look, first of all, with Biden, all you got to do, get the man some Metamucil, right. That can give you a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, bless his heart.
Make it regular.
Bless his heart. He needs more than Metamucil.
Take your vitamins, stuff like that.
Listen, it's all for what's going on, guys. I don't know where this thing is going to end. Eventually and ultimately, I can assure you that there will have to be some more U.S. soldiers that's going to have to go over there, whether they call it training or whatever. Like you just said, Bob. Yeah. I mean, these people don't know what to do with all this stuff that they're getting. Yeah. They're getting loads and loads of weapons over there and looking around like, wow, what is this?
What is this?
Okay.
What is this? Is this a Christmas?
Somebody's going to have to go over there.
They're going to say, hey, GKP, they're going to say, wow, this is a Christmas toy?
Yeah.
They don't know what to do with it.
And then what button do we push?
It's a lot of money, man, that they're over there playing with, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I know. But that's what's up, guys. I just had to call in for a minute.
Yeah.
On this beautiful Saturday. All right?
Beautiful Saturday, man. Got some temperature out there, so we're feeling good.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Y'all already know who it is.
Yeah, thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Hey, by the way,
I
think this is about 3 times this week. Get that Cash App on the wire, okay? Y'all already know who it is.
Say what? Look at this guy demanding money.
Wow, okay.
He tried to stick us up on the way out.
Robbery.
Cash App.
Okay. Wow. Oh.
How to put eyes up on the screen.
Oh, yeah, Frankie says if Trump was reelected, he would have pulled us out of NATO and Putin would be invaded a lot of countries. I agree with that, Frankie. I agree.
Yeah, because Trump
was a...
Look, the problem with him, all our allies hated him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just wasn't...
And the enemies loved him.
Yeah.
Trump, he flew and spent American dollars to go to Russia just to sit down and have a cup of coffee with Putin.
Yeah, he's like, man, I love what you're doing with the
Putin. We love Putin. No, we don't need anybody like Trump.
No.
Absolutely.
It's not gonna. That's definitely not gonna make it no better. But looking at some more, y'all coming in with the comments. Let's see.
Great comments, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. Keep them rolling. Putin. Vicky says Putin is reckless, and I wouldn't be surprised how much information Trump handed him on a silver platter. Putin is relentless, and nothing will stop him from using nuclear weapons. Now, Greg says, trust me when I say that Putin, etc., knows about the visit. Well, I'm sure he does now.
Yeah, he does now.
If he didn't before.
Like you said, Josh, he knows now. And he's Putin is probably zeroing in and say, hey, we've got to find out where that thing is, or we already know. Our good buddy Zelensky has already called me and told me where it's going to be. So we want to zoom as many missiles in And when they get there, we want to blow up that bunker wherever they are and unload 100 missiles in there if we can.
Well, I mean,
this is
I'm
a
sure they would if they
stupid
could,
idea.
but-
I cannot believe that Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, a black man, as smart as he is, and Secretary of State Blinken, he's just following along. He don't know any better. Okay, Lloyd Austin is the man here. But for Lloyd Austin, I am very surprised that he even wants to continue this visit.
Now, according to Zelensky, he wanted to meet with the president in Ukraine. He wanted.
Oh yeah, I figured he would.
Yeah.
You know the leader of the country. Oh yeah, absolutely he does. And that's why I don't trust Zelensky. I think this is a setup. I'm sorry to say, folks, I don't trust it. And I hope Lloyd Austin eyes are open to this and decide, say, hey, look, man, we were going to come and make a private visit to visit you. And you revealed that we were coming. What kind of a friend are you? I mean, that's just like anybody else. If a stranger was looking for someone and they come to you and you say, hey, come on to my place, I'll keep you. Nobody knows having any idea that you would be here. And then once they get ready to come there,
and then you post on Facebook.
Then you post on Facebook, hey, so-and-so is coming to be with me, blah, blah. Now, you've already ruined it. Everybody knows now.
But look, like I say, I still feel it's going to be fine. And, you know, I think the meetings can go off without a hitch and everybody gets back to where they were. But it still doesn't, you know, change the fact that it's not a smart thing to do.
It's not a smart thing to do, and I'm concerned.
In the way that it's being
I'm
done.
concerned about the way this is going to go down. If they if they make this visit now, they know what Zelensky has done. He's told the world and Russia that these two top dogs from the United States are going to be in our country tomorrow, Sunday. This is reported from a prominent news source, CNN.
Yeah, and it's everywhere now.
It's everywhere now.
Yeah, New York Post, CNN, Fox, MSNBC.
Everybody knows what Zelensky has said now. And so if all these people are reporting it, you know Russia is on it. You better believe Russia is on it.
Definitely. And I know Bob would probably take a break here in a minute and get to some of these other topics, but y'all can still continue to comment on this as well. So don't want to get one quick break, then kind of transition a little bit. Yeah. But before we do, I'm gonna read some of these last few comments that are still coming in on this. Let's see.
Vicky says your discernment is
on 10.
Is in
on 10. On 10. Okay. It meant to be on, but it's in.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I got you. So I got you here. Let me go to where I left off.
Okay.
Vicky says, I'm sure there's a lot we don't know, yet something isn't right. Frankie says, I totally agree with you, Vicky. Trump never had an interpreter or recorder at the meetings. Yeah, I heard about that, which is weird. I don't know. Does he speak Russian? That was kind of weird. Trump is being blackmailed. And Vicky says to Frankie, guess who's going to pay the price? The American people.
Yeah.
Frankie says, correct, Vicky. The devil is always on his job. We Christians are the ones who continue to fall short sometimes. More taxpayer dollars, said Vicky. This is when we were talking about the money. And we read that one. Vicky also says, I think Joe Biden knows more than we think he knows.
No, we don't. No, he doesn't.
I hope so.
I appreciate you, Vicky. You're a great person and everything. And I know you mean well. I know Vicky means well.
Yeah.
But Biden, he's acting as an idiot right now.
She says, I like Joe Biden. Trump gave Putin our secrets. Under the Obama administration, Putin wouldn't dare attack Ukraine.
Even though he gave our secrets, Biden shouldn't follow through with something like this. Our top military officials to visit in a war zone without U.S. military and U.S. protection around who knows what this Zelensky guy is up to? You don't know.
Yeah, but
who knows?
And
who knows?
Yeah, but I don't think it's nothing like that. I mean, it's not going to benefit him.
But
at all.
my point is, it's a risk.
Destroyed.
It's a risk, though.
Yeah,
it's a risk with our top military officials and U.S. officials visiting a country like that. It is a big risk. I don't understand that.
Last comment before we break here. Yes. Frankie says, I don't think it's a setup. Several leaders from other countries have visited Zelensky, and it was announced prior to the visit. I do remember, I don't know, was it the United Kingdom?
Yeah.
Had put out before the president actually went and met with Zelensky as well. So
yeah,
prime minister, that is.
But who are we?
Yeah. I mean,
who are we to Putin?
Yeah.
Putin hates the United States of America.
I'm sure he ain't cool with the UK either now.
Oh, well, the UK ain't much, and really, it's all right, but that's fine. No, it is not the situation with the UK. It's the United States.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, they oh no, Putin would be, oh God, he would be overjoyed to take advantage of this situation.
True.
We're gonna take a quick break. More hot topics on the way. Don't go anywhere. Call a neighbor, call a friend, tell them Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh is in. We'll be back after this quick break. You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
Talk Back Live Network. We'll be back.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
I watch y'all coming here for years because you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You're going to pick that phone up one day and that girl going to be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandmama dies. Because ain't nothing you can do about it. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max time.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safely. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, keep alert and do not walk distracted. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.
And welcome back to the show, Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
And it is
4:42.
4:42. There, that thing was covering my clock up there. 4:42, 42 minutes past the hour, 4 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you on a Saturday. Yes.
Oh, and quick reminder, tonight
at 9 o'clock Central Time.
Yes, sir. 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
That's too late.
That's very late. Very late. So y'all better, I don't know, stay up or whatever the case is. Grizzlies, Timberwolves tonight, game 4. So y'all stay tuned for that. That's going to be going down. Can the Grizz go up 3-1 after the huge comeback? So
we're going to talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah,
we're going to mention that.
I know what
Grizzlies going to whip the shorts off the Timberwolves tonight.
I hope so. Now after that comeback, that should have deflated them, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, let's go, Grizz. All right, and Josh.
Yes.
Phone line's open 901-213-6020. Zelensky is a crook. Okay. We had enough of that. Okay, we're gonna move on. Thanks for all your comments on that and everything. Phone calls and phone line's still open 901-213-6020. Next, Josh. Sushi is owned by Japanese folks, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this next story, folks.
And this is pretty wild. So
this is crazy.
Don't know if y'all have heard about this or not, but
what kind of shoes do you wear when you go to eat sushi?
Yeah, right. Like when you go
Japanese restaurant.
Think about it. When you go out to, especially even Japanese place or anywhere, really, do you really think about the fact that you might get thrown out for the shoes that you wear?
Shoes that you wear?
And these are some Nike Air Forces, as y'all probably know on the screen between us there. And there were some people, and I believe this was in Atlanta.
Yes.
That got thrown out of a sushi restaurant because of their forces, which is the shoes.
The shoes.
Yeah. So we got a story that details the whole situation.
Is this really
about the shoes?
About the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Take a listen to the story. We'll be back with your phone calls and comments. Boy, this is really, really deep. Take a listen. Take a look. Take a listen.
She has on Adidas. What is it? Adidas and Nike.
A sushi restaurant in Atlanta refused service to a black man because he was wearing sneakers, even though other white patrons had on sneakers. That does not even make any sense. Oh, yeah, it's racism. Got it. From Reach TV Studios in Hollywood, you're watching What's Trending. I'm Shira Lazar. Now, Kaylin Colbert and her husband did not get a warm welcome from Umi Sushi this week. Umi Sushi in Atlanta has a very strict dress code. As stated on their website, it says no ball caps, sneakers, athletic wear, and sports jerseys. But for one patron, he felt as if this rule only applied to him. One of the employees informed the guest of the dress code, but things did not go as planned for the restaurant.
How crazy is that? She has on Adidas sneakers. You telling me those are good? No. Please. No, you talk right here. I don't want to talk outside. This is something you brought on yourself. This is something you brought on yourself. This is pure racism. She has on Adidas.
The customer continues to point out the double standard set by the employees as a white woman is wearing sneakers but has been seated. The employees do not respond to this. After some time, the conversation is moved outside. The owner of the restaurant, Farshid Rashid, joined the couple outside to discuss the incident. The fight soon escalated with things looking as though they would get physical between the owner and Steve, the patron. And then security had to come and split up the two before things got worse. A Twitter post with the video got 15,000 likes and 7,000 retweets, and a lot of people had a lot to say about the incident. One user stated, "One thing I don't do is beg folks to take my money. That restaurant was in the wrong, so I get it. But I'm going to just move on and take my coins with me and also spread the word." One user said this, "I have a problem with the Adidas ally seeing and hearing the injustice happening right in front of her and not saying a thing. You hear this man being kicked out for the same sneakers you have on, and that just sits right with you? Shame. Not surprising, just disappointing." That's true. We know better. Being complicit is part of the problem. Some Twitter users dug up photos posted by other individuals who ate at Umi Sushi. Lo and behold, some individuals were seen wearing sneakers, all of which were not black individuals. On top of that, Steve and his wife state that they had frequented this establishment, and Steve had worn sneakers there before with no issue.
I've been there multiple times. Yeah, actually through the COVID situation, we've probably been about 4 times. and we spent plenty of money there in the past. So I guess it's supposed to be like a high-end restaurant.
And earlier this year, we saw a similar situation happen in Baltimore. A young Black woman and her son were denied entrance to Ouzo Bay, a Baltimore restaurant, back in June due to the young boy's clothing. However, there was a young white boy dressed quite similarly who was allowed to dine. The restaurant owners were upset by the video they saw online of their employees denying the young mother and her son entrance to the restaurant. But back to Umi Sushi, because of everything that went down, people went on their Yelp and just went at them. And because of that, they're on a temporary review hold. The restaurant currently has 58 one-star reviews. One user said, racist establishment with an extremely rude owner. Don't bother patronizing this restaurant. Spend your dollars where they are appreciated. Dress code here is only enforced when you are a minority. Someone else said, horrible management and discriminatory practices. Management and staff need diversity and inclusion training as well as payment to patrons discriminate against.
How about that?
Well, what do you think about that, folks? These people go out to eat sushi at a Japanese restaurant, high-end, big money spending. Black people take their money and go and visit the Japanese and other folks, and then they get there and get discriminated against. You can't wear those tennis shoes in here. Well, other folks have tennis shoes on in here. Well, you're the wrong color. Your shoes are the wrong kind, and they're on the wrong feet. So we're not going to take you guys in, and you're not going to eat here. What do you think about that coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, of all places?
Yeah, I know, right?
The black capital of the U.S., basically.
That's Black Hollywood, you could say. Straight up. I mean, look, I'm like this, man. First of all, you're a Japanese sushi restaurant in Atlanta. You think you ain't gonna get a black people? Come on now. That's just number one.
Come on. And so it doesn't matter, Josh. They're just clearly saying, we don't want you here.
That's true.
If you're going to come here, you're not going to wear anything you want to wear. And this is not about tennis shoes, believe me, folks. This is much, much deeper than tennis shoes. This is about the skin color here.
And think about it. First of all, before I even get into the whole dress code thing, there were some people, and if you notice, the guy in the video was talking about, hey, there's a lady right there with some Adidas shoes on, which is just some other sneakers.
Yeah,
it was a white lady. They zoomed in on the shoes. She was sitting right there.
Cheaper shoes, proud of them.
Yeah, they are. They actually are. And it's funny you say that. You're right.
Yeah,
but
Adidas.
Come on now. And so letting us sit there, they say, "Oh no, yours are different." Yeah, I bet they are. The feet in them.
How are they different?
Yeah. They're a little darker.
Yeah, your feet is a little darker than in the shoe.
And another thing, too, I feel like, now, let me know if I'm wrong, Bob.
Yeah.
And people out there, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. When you have a dress code like they talked about in this, they say no sporty clothes, no certain type of jeans, no sneakers, shoes like that, or jerseys.
Josh, it seems like to me some of the black people that are on here are not responding, or people not. Vicky's the only, bless her heart. Vicky, we appreciate you. Everybody else, like, they're afraid to even talk now. Are you afraid you're gonna get fired or something? I mean, they're not saying anything. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but not. But honestly, y'all give us your thoughts though, like seriously, because this is one of those things. But what I was saying though about the dress code and all that stuff, it sounds like a lot of stuff that black folks wear.
Yeah.
Now, of course, our black people don't wear the same.
Evidently, everybody else is wearing too in that restaurant, and they're not saying anything to those people.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Because even in the picture that they showed, if you notice, where all those white folks were standing there, all the guys had sneakers on. All of them had different types of shoes, different brands, different sneakers. One guy, like, he had a wife beater on, which the shirt with no sleeves. I mean, I'm sure that's against the dress code.
Oh, God, come on. That's got to be.
I mean,
that's
come on
got
now.
to be.
So, whenever you see dress codes like that, in my opinion, they're trying to cater to less black people as possible in their establishment. Now, should that be against the rules?
Well,
I mean,
absolutely, it's against the rules.
No, I mean, like, should it be? I mean, it's not right, but should it be against?
No restaurant is licensed by anybody to be able to do what these people are doing.
Yeah.
If you're going to open your doors are open to the public, and the public means anybody that can afford to come to your establishment and pay the dollars that you're charging for whatever you're serving. And whether they be black or white or Jewish or Gentile or Protestant or Catholic or whatever the case may be, they're allowed to come in and eat at your establishment. We're not, the state is not a license, the state or the county or the city of Atlanta are not licensing these people to say, okay, we're licensing you to be racist.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case. And Josh, and then here now, let me put another twist on this.
Okay.
Let me twist this a little bit here.
All right, twist.
Some of these black people, first of all, probably, I'm not saying that they deserve this. I'm saying, have they ever been anywhere to support black businesses or black restaurants? Just because they can afford to go to and sit down at a Japanese restaurant, upper end, sushi, and all the other things that come along with it, have they went to support black businesses or black restaurants or struggling or not struggling black restaurants in the city to support them? That's the problem we have. We get on the uppity up and thinking that we can go places now and eat at certain places and then not even support black people or businesses or restaurants, and then you get treated the way you do, and now you want all of the black community to come and stand behind you on what's happening to you at a Japanese or white restaurant because you've been discriminated against all of a sudden. Now you want us to cry with you. Black people need to treat black people right in their businesses, and then, hey, forget about that. I think Vicky said it. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else and eat. Or somebody said that for them or somebody. But hey, go somewhere else and eat. Spend your money somewhere else. You don't have to eat at this place. Why do you want to sit there and argue with these people about their restaurant? They don't want you there.
And I think that's the key. Somebody left a comment on the video that we showed.
Yeah.
And they were saying, hey, I'm just going to take my coins, meaning their money, elsewhere instead of frequenting that business. And I think a lot of times in some situations, you have, I'm not saying, because I don't know, these black folks said they've been there several times and haven't had a problem until this time. So they didn't have any reason to not go, and you can go where you want to go. But the thing is, once you run into something like this and you see the mindset of the people that own that business, at that point, once they reveal themselves to you, then you have, to me, no other reason to continue to patron that place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why beg to go somewhere where they don't want you? And that they've proven blatantly that they don't want you there. Like, I almost look at it, this might be a whole other subject, but it's in relation to what you're saying. It's almost how I feel with Colin Kaepernick to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know he wants to get back in the league, or that's what he's saying he wants to do.
Yeah.
Some people have doubts whether he really does or not. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that that you sued the NFL, that the NFL blackballed you, that they clearly don't want you there. But you still want to try to get in.
Go play for the USFL or somebody or the Canadian Football League. Don't keep begging and trying to, strive and argue with these people. Please, let me in. Please. I'm knocking on your door. Let me in. Please. Stop begging, Kaepernick. Stop begging these black people that were trying to stay at this restaurant and talking about you were being discriminated against. Stop begging and go somewhere and support and spend your money where other people want your money. Go and support some black restaurants somewhere. Probably been making fun of black businesses and black restaurants. And then you get here and you get treated like this. I'm just telling the truth, folks. Hey, You know, black people act that way. Don't play with me that way. You know we do it.
Oh, that's true.
You know we do it. And Vic and Vicky says thanks to social media and video cameras, racism and hate are being filmed.
Yeah.
There's nothing new under the sun. That's right, Vicky. Thanks to the social media and the cameras and the phones and things we have, it is being revealed.
Hey, you can catch this stuff, yeah.
But
put them. And look, here's a good thing.
Josh, let me say this.
Yeah.
Why was this black guy sitting there? Really, he was. How can I say this? He was setting himself up to be arrested. Why do you want to go to jail? Because you know they were calling the police on you. You know they were calling the police.
Now, you talking about as far as the way he confronted them?
The way he confronted them. Now, they weren't calling the police to let them know that we kicking him out because he's black and he had on the wrong tennis shoes.
Yeah.
They're going to say, we have a disturbance at our restaurant.
We got a big black man.
A big black man is attempting or is threatening us. And
they fear for their lives.
Cause bodily harm, and we're fearful for our lives.
You know that phrase, yeah.
Oh, we got to get to you. You're an upper end sushi Japanese restaurant, one of the biggest in the city of Atlanta. So they're gonna send 10 cars down there.
It could have been a bad situation.
It could have been a bad situation for this black guy trying to justify himself or trying to let them know, hey, I belong here too. It's their business. If they don't want you there, get out of there.
But here's the thing. You know that anger can take over. Now, I'm not saying
go to some black people's soul food restaurant or somewhere, man.
But what if you don't want soul food? But
you're gonna eat sushi, you might as well eat catfish or somewhere. Some black people in Atlanta are frying some catfish, I'm sure.
There's some good catfish. But look, I'm like this, man. I understand why he's mad.
Good afternoon, Carrie Taylor.
Hey, but hear me again now.
Yeah,
I understand why he's mad. Think about it. You go in there to eat. And he didn't spend money there before.
Good afternoon, Burdell.
Go
ahead, Josh.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You spend money. You've been there before, and then they want to hit you with some bull, basically like this. Yeah. And I get why he's mad. I get it, and there's nothing wrong with expressing your anger. But I think it kept lingering a little too long. I know he asked for the owner. The owner came out. They're all outside.
What do you think the owner was going to say, Josh?
Yeah, the owner. What he says, you need to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What do you think he's going to say?
Yeah.
So, I mean, even and the thing about it is, all those other white people in there with tennis shoes on.
Yeah. Okay.
And he comes in with tennis shoes on, brother. In a Japanese way, they say it.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Let me say that in English. You got to go.
Yeah. Yeah. In case y'all didn't understand.
Yeah. You didn't understand. Yeah.
Hey, but now let me read this. Now, Frankie said, Bob, I was outside walking my dog, as far as the comments. It says, I will and have walked out of restaurants. I work hard for my money and spend my money wisely. There's nothing wrong walking. I think, hey, look, I know we've done it too, as far as walking out of a restaurant. Yeah. Where you feel like you need to, or for whatever reason.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But and here's Frank with another great point. She says it's okay to be angry, but you have to channel it wisely.
Yeah,
very true.
And that was the case here, Frankie. I don't understand why this guy allowed himself to get upset, knowing that those people were not addressing his. He was going along with them about the tennis shoe issue. This black guy really wasn't smelling the roses right. And, he should have known, brother, if they talking to you about your tennis shoes and these other people, white people in here have on tennis shoes, you ought to know right then, shut your mouth, get out of here. Don't argue back with them. Well, I have a right to be. Man, look, why would you want to eat somebody's food they don't want you to have? You sit down and eat, brother. They probably urinate in your food and fry it or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want you there. You sitting there arguing with them. I wouldn't even trust them to bring me my food, to be honest with you.
Now, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm not going to play the whole video, but I'm going to go back to some of the actual incident.
Go to a soul food restaurant somewhere. Support black people.
I feel you about that. I know some new people jumping
Fried
in.
chicken, something. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, I know some new people jumping in, and I
Yeah.
wanted to show some of the beginning of the video so y'all can actually see some of the incident as it went down. So here it is. Here.
Yeah, Gary.
Adidas and Nikes.
A sushi restaurant in Atlanta refused service to a black man because he was wearing sneakers, even though other white patrons had on sneakers. That does not even make any sense. Oh, yeah, it's racism. Got it. From Reach TV Studios in Hollywood, you're watching What's Trending. I'm Shira Lazar. Now, Kaylin Colbert and her husband did not get a warm welcome from Umi Sushi this week. Umi Sushi in Atlanta has a very strict dress code. As stated on their website, it says no ball caps, sneakers, athletic wear, and sports jerseys. But for one patron, he felt as if this rule only applied to him. One of the employees informed guests of the dress code, but things did not go as planned for the restaurant.
How crazy is that? She has on Adidas sneakers. You telling me those are good? No.
Now, if you see right there, I think that's his wife. I assume it's filming.
Yeah, right.
And you see it as a white lady sitting there at the sushi bar, and you see some sneakers.
Right, right.
And that's what he says. She got some Adidas sneakers on.
She got
talk right here. Yeah. I want to talk outside. This is something you brought on yourself.
And then now, if you hear again, some details even I'm just picking up. The guy's like, I don't want to step outside, so he's telling her, step outside, step outside. He's I don't want to step outside.
This is something you brought on yourself. This is pure racism. She has on Adidas.
The customer continues to point out the double standard set by the employees as a white woman is wearing sneakers but has been seated. The employees do not respond to this. After some time, the conversation is moved outside. The owner of the restaurant, Farshid Rashid, joined the couple outside to discuss the incident. The fight soon escalated with things looking as though they would get physical between the owner and Steve, the patron. And then security had to come and split up the two before things got.
Now, as you can see, this is a setup for a potentially bad situation.
Bad situation.
Now, you see what's going on there. He's getting in the owner's face, who's backing up. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. You know, as we look at the black man who's up here getting in dude's face, on the other side of things, the owner is continuing to instigate as well.
Right.
Look at him. I don't even hear what he's saying, but he's out there. And look what the owner's wearing. Let me go back. The owner. Hold on a second. Look at the owner. He got a ball cap on, which is against the dress code. He got some sneakers on.
Which is against the code.
I mean, he got a t-shirt, graphic t-shirt. Come on now. Really? Really? And he's backing up and continuing to talk.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Now,
I mean,
and again, now, if you're a black man, you do have to be smart again, because there's something else.
They would get physical.
Let me mute that.
They're gonna send you to jail, buddy.
Do you see that white guy with the khakis on and his hands in his pocket? I don't know who that is, but that's trouble too.
Yeah.
You know, because he's out here saying, I see a Negro that's angry. Let's just see what happens. So
now, folks, let me say this: we're not racist at all.
No.
I love all kinds of people. Yeah, that's my ministry. That's I can't do that and love God. Talking about loving God. Yeah. I mean, you know, this is but this here, oh my goodness.
Yeah, just be real.
We got to be real about this. Is what we're all about here at TalkBack Live Network. We're being real with situations, and some preachers and some people would say, "Oh, I can't do that. That'll jeopardize my ministry." Well, that's the problem. It's yours. It's not Jesus Christ. But at any rate, you know, hey, that's what I'm here for, to talk about the issues.
Hey,
yeah, go ahead.
Here's what's funny. Carrie says, who still eats Chinese anyway? He said, just leave, but they are racist. Now, technically, this is Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
And so there's that as well. So there's video, in case some of y'all did not see it. There's what was going on. So,
and the other thing, John, that I said, go somewhere and support your own people. Go support black restaurants. I'm pretty sure there's somebody named a restaurant earlier, Zone Magic.
Well, that's Carrie's business.
Oh, okay.
You don't care.
That's Catfish. Carrie, where is Carrie?
That's Carrie.
I mean, where is he though?
What you mean?
Is he, where are you, Carrie?
He's in Memphis. Yeah.
He's in Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, is that the carrier we were talking to?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Zone Magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, Gary. All right then. Yeah. Hey, look. Go support Black restaurants. I know. Look, and I'm like you. I'm like you, folks. Sometimes you go to Black-owned businesses and Black restaurants, and they don't give you feel the right servings.
Mm-hmm. Or service.
Or something like that. Yeah. Hey, you got to understand, these people are in business and it's small rated businesses. You know, they don't have that much overhead. And when you go there, they're not going to have what these Japanese people are offering you when you go in there.
And see, here's the thing, to your point, and we've talked about this before. You hold this Black business to the same standard. If anything, you give them a little bit of a break, because usually there's a lot working against them. Yeah. But then at the same time, you don't accept crap from them.
You don't accept crap. Absolutely not.
But here's the thing. You treat it the same because, you know, some people look at Black businesses, oh man, they have bad service. But yet you go to McDonald's every other day. You go to Walmart every day.
And McDonald's hand you cold fries and old fish sandwiches.
And the ice cream machine don't work.
And ice cream never works. And then you keep going there in line every day. You're in line every day, you know. But you know, you know, as far as me selling ribs and chicken sandwiches and barbecue and all of that, you know, I had Black people come in and say, well, I'm going to try you out, but, you know, if it ain't good, I'm going to come back. I want my money back. I said, you won't get your money back here?
Man,
you better go somewhere, eat that or feed it to the dogs or something, and they'll like it probably better than you do with your attitude. But, you know, this is the way Black people treat Black people.
Yeah, I can't.
You know, this is the way they do it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, well, I'm not coming in, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to have to see what the, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And, but, you know, and you know, there's a lot of good customers as well, you know, and, you know, I have people waiting for me to, and want to order ribs and things from me, you know, now, and that type of thing.
Yeah,
so, you know, but it's still a busy business for me. But at any rate, folks, go support Black people and Black businesses. And not only that, you know, and here's the other thing too. Black businesses treat Black people right. Not only Black people, treat all people right. When they come into your establishment, don't be stingy with your servings. Come on, Black businesses. Now I'm talking to you. Now let's keep it real. Now let's, you know, don't do that to them. Don't do that to anybody. Yes. All right, let's go to the phone lines and welcome to TalkBack Live.
GKP
works.
Yeah. Accept, press 1.
All right.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, let's go to the phone lines and GKP, welcome to the show. Good afternoon. You're on TalkBack Live.
Hey, man.
Yes.
No one wants your ribs. Okay?
Okay, you're
That's
bad. You're bad business. I'm going to hang up on you. You're telling people, you're coming on my show and telling people not to order my ribs?
Well,
Are you
man,
serious?
We're talking about shopping with Black businesses, man. But I mean, hey, it seems like you're trying to do a shameless plug on your ribs.
This is my show. I can say anything I want to on my own show. I don't believe you.
Why don't you just go open up your restaurant?
Look, this is what I'm talking about right here. Black people coming on. See, this
no one is talking about backyard barbecue ribs. We want to go to a building.
Yeah, well, you know, we have people. I got a lot of business right now, and people get taken care of, getting my ribs and other things. So
yeah,
maybe I don't
on the low.
Yeah,
on the low.
And you know, I may get another building.
You're right. It's on the low. It's so low we can't hear it or see it.
Well, you don't have to buy it, okay? You don't have to. And people like you, I wouldn't want to serve anything to. I wouldn't serve a cup of urine to you. Oh, no. Whoa. That was
Whoa. On a Saturday, and I was just thinking of getting you to do the ribs for my next business.
See, yeah, now
you
see there. Now you coming out with that.
You know what they used to say on that cereal commercial? Give it to Mikey. He loves everything. Kids love everything. They just don't say it's good anyway.
You know, I'm not old enough to have seen that. I know my dad told me about that. I know
Oh, Josh, come on. You know what I'm talking about. Give it to Mikey. He'll eat
anything. Yeah.
That's who Bob's going to go have to find for y'all real commercials.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, it may work.
Hey, shout out to Mikey.
It may. Hey, I may try it though one day, man. I'm not gonna promise anything. I'll have to get some more reviews on it.
Okay.
Hey, I may look into it one time.
Hey, look.
One of my events.
You know what? You know
I'm
what?
having the 4th of July here this year.
Hey,
I may get you to do the ribs, man.
You know what,
A few more
GKP?
reviews.
You know what, GKP? You could go. I think they
Bob's
could
Country Barbecue
Bob's Country Barbecue
on Facebook.
On Facebook, and you can look there and you can see all the reviews that people left. They're still there.
And I'm not talking about when your business was open in '94.
No, it wasn't no 94.
2022 real.
Yeah, well, you go there. You go there.
I'm not talking about your 1994 commercial where you still had hair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go.
Talking about today's rib.
Yeah, today's rib is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You go there and you take a look at the reviews there.
It was like 2014, 15.
Yeah,
Like
you go and take a look. Go take a look, and you'll see what the people are saying about our food.
Yeah, the last review I saw was Leon Mapstone when he said that you delivered something to him.
Which, yes.
He didn't really talk too loud about it. I'm sorry, Leon, if I'm putting you on blast. But hey, you bought them, I didn't.
Well, don't put Leon out there like that. Don't put Leon out there like
that. Leon supported your business.
Yeah, he did.
And that's beautiful. Because Leon is Caucasian supporting your black business.
Yeah, you're right. Okay? You're right. And he lives in Bartlett.
Yeah. Shout out to Leon.
And some of our own African American compadres don't want to give you a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like GK. But look, hey, but look, I'm gonna say this.
I know GKP is just. I go along with him. You know.
Yeah, we play.
His mind ain't good. I mean, but anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, John.
All these slick shots.
Go ahead, John.
But look, I'm like this. All right, when the food is good when folks get silent. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody talking around the food, ain't nobody really eating the food. When you're silent, folks busy smacking and licking their fingers with the sauce and all that. Right. That's when you know it's good. So Leon was so caught up in eating them ribs and sucking on the rib bones. You know, you got to suck on the end of it to get the rest on out of there. You know what I'm saying? He forgot to
Josh, there's also a flip side to that. People get silent while they're in the bathroom too. They don't want you to know they're in there. Okay.
But hey, I tell you what though,
we had to get you a rack, man, a rack of ribs one day.
Yeah, you know.
Hey man, I don't know about y'all, but I put people out my house that they have to do number 2 during a a party or something, or I'm hosting something.
Yeah.
Hey, hold that till you go home. Don't do that in my home, okay?
Hey,
if the food is not good, go on home.
Josh, you got that commercial, Bob's Country Barbecue.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Yeah. Pull it up.
Nothing but number 1.
He's saying right now, but
yeah, pull it up. Pull it. I want GKP to hear this commercial about Bob's Country Barbecue. We're gonna pull that up, and you take a listen to this. What people still saying about Bob's Country Barbecue, GKP. But man, I tell you what,
real quick.
Not only you, but other people can listen as well.
Yeah, but real quick, because I know we've played it from before. I will play it again. I'm looking for it now.
Yeah.
But to what you were just talking about, man, I would not suggest anybody take any number 2 in our place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what anybody would want. I put it that way.
Yeah.
So go down the street.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that, man. You know, everybody don't, so, just hold that. Or you have to go ahead and leave my party. Just say, hey, Jay Work, I got a roll, buddy.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm be like, cool, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the type talking about, the spray on the counter. No, it's not. The only thing on the counter is some hand soap and some, water.
You don't keep the Glade
in there?
That's it. The Glade, the Lysol, you know what I'm saying?
No, if you start putting that in there, that gives them a notion that it's okay. You hide that stuff when guests come over. Because if they don't see no spray in there, they liable for not do it. Okay? The spray in there, you too. They gonna sit in there silent like they ain't doing nothing. Oh, I was just touching up my makeup. No, you wasn't, lady. You know what was going on. You've been in there 45 minutes. Come on, man.
Yeah, well,
I don't think Josh can find the video, Bob.
Yeah,
Can he find it?
He's finding it. But look, we've had parties, people come over with big events, churches, the church come over, and
aside from the flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
It'll come. I'll let you know. You can hear it, but I want to get it where they can see it too. So
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. He's gonna
just keep on talking there. I got you.
Yeah. So we've had people come over and do, and we had barbecue pulled chicken sandwiches as well. We got that, and I do it all, GKP. I do it all in my special sauce.
Yeah.
So are you saying those barbecue pulled chicken sandwiches is what had those people try to do number 2 in your home?
see there.
They didn't know where we live. We had a restaurant building for that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Now y'all can do what you want in the restaurant bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
No, they can't. Not even in my place of business. It's about respect.
That's right. You didn't do anything in the bathroom.
Here's what satisfied customers
Okay.
saying. Bob's Country Barbecue.
Run it back. Okay,
I
GKP.
never used or did number 2 in a public place. Well, let me take that back. Maybe.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, come on.
If it gets bad enough now, you're gonna have to.
No. I worked at a warehouse 14 years. So
okay.
I ain't gonna say like I didn't get my own customized toilet area in the warehouse, that where if I had to, I knew that this was my specialized stall that was always clean,
Yeah, you have to do that. Okay. We don't want to talk about your stall or anything like that. Now we got the
do that.
We got the commercial of it. GKP. Frankie said you're hilarious, and that's true.
Okay, man, go ahead and play your commercial.
All right, here we go with the Bomb Country Barbecue.
Yeah,
take a listen.
This is more important than GKP.
And you can see it as well.
Yeah.
Here's what satisfied customers are saying about Bob's Country Barbecue.
Yeah.
What's different is that it comes with its own special flavor.
Yes.
Aside from the flavor, you can taste the love in the food. You see where people take their time to prepare the food, and that it's just absolutely fabulous.
A little originality to it, so I can tell it was something, he came up with written itself. So, with the rub in it, you can taste the rub. Taste the flavor of the barbecue, got a little petite sweetness to it. So I like it. Everything was cooked thoroughly.
Rib tips, chicken, all you can eat.
The meat is rightly seasoned. It's done well. And then when you put the sauce on it, that's the finishing touch. But really, it's done so well, you really don't need the sauce. And so this is the type of barbecue that'll make you come here from other places to sample its delights in person.
Personnel up here is very friendly and outgoing. The food was delicious. The barbecue was very tender and it wasn't overcooked like a lot of places are.
I'll be back, that's for sure.
It's the first time we tried it, but we'll be back.
Yeah, man.
You didn't come back.
There you go.
See,
we had all kinds of people: white people, black people, females, males. We had all kinds of people come.
Yeah,
so.
shout out to
Yeah,
Dr.
man,
Hutchinson.
you had your nephew as the star that started it all.
Who was that?
That was your nephew.
That guy is not related to me, but he's a
Well, I mean, y'all say
regular
that was your nephew
cousin.
that started it off. The second guy was probably one of his cousins.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
And we all know that what's the preaching guy? He used to have a little show. The one that was talking, it was good. Man, come on, we know him. Okay, these are nothing but paid actors.
Yeah, okay.
Paid family.
Yeah. Boy,
you know that white lady ain't walked in there and asked you. Come on, man. This guy here, man.
Yeah. But,
hey, look, shout out to all them guys.
I've never had anything like it. Everybody else's is so dry.
There
Come
it is.
on, lady.
It's true. She just came from She just came from Corky's, had some dry pulled pork, and came in and said, "We need the real thing.
We need the real deal."
Yeah. And We threw it down.
And then the little small cup of greens, I'd have probably got mad. I said, hey, man, you got to give me more greens than this.
Hey,
you
look.
gave me a little tartar sauce cup of greens.
Yeah, and guess what?
That's what the tartar sauce goes in.
No. I mean, he's on the phone.
Oh.
Oh.
How much was you charging for that
call,
plate? Probably $29.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
That's probably something on your phone, actually. It's not ringing on this end. Okay. I got you.
How much were you charging?
None of your business. You have to call me.
Oh, well,
privately.
you'll never get any business if you're not. If you're afraid to tell your prices, then hey,
well,
you're not going to get any business.
People have to call me privately to discuss that. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss that over the air like it. You know better than that.
What are you charging everybody different prices for what you think they make?
I am not doing that.
If you think they're rich, you up the prices.
No,
if you think they ain't got no money,
well,
you act like you're making them a deal.
If you feel
you know
that
how
way,
you do it.
If you feel that way,
I'm gonna do this for you today.
Yeah, if you feel that way, then that's what I need to do to you. Charge you a separate price from everybody else.
I'm gonna give you 2 plates for 10, Sister Jessica, or stuff like that.
Hey, look.
Then soon as the white lady came in, them plates was $49.99. Come on, man.
Hey, if she could pay it, but no. I'm not saying she got no.
We don't do that.
No. But hey, shout out to everybody. You saw the Black Eyed Peas too. And look, for those talking about the cups, y'all know y'all been to what's that place, Cozy Corner. And shout out to them. No knock on them. And but I can't put them both because I don't have the plug thing. So, but I know what he's trying to do. He's got to tell me because I need to know. Yeah. It was Carl. I saw it was Carl. I don't want to try to get too off track with that there.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Keep talking to him. I'll be on there. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah.
Is Carl trying to call in? We don't have a line for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do see.
We don't have a line for him today.
I do see it was Carl.
Bob can't work the switchboard. Josh, go ahead.
All right. Well,
you over there trying to figure out how to get Carl on the phone. No one wants to talk to the Carla. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, we might have to hang up on you so we can keep it simple.
Well, y'all go ahead and hang up on me so he can get in because he already been somewhere in rehab for about a year. Okay. He comes out. And
you probably need to go to rehab.
He wants to take my time.
Okay,
you know where he was.
All right, Josh, get him off the phone, would you please? All right, we'll talk to you later. We'll talk to you later.
For those $40
we'll talk to you later.
Y'all already know who it is.
Yeah, we know who it is. Thanks for the call. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Some people.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Well, hey, 901-213-60.
That was a lot.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey,
no, it was fun.
Vicky says finger licking good. It looked good to Vicky. I don't think Vicky ever had the opportunity to eat my barbecue.
Hey, look, I'm like this. Yeah. This is nothing.
She said soul food.
Hey, shout out. But like I say, this ain't no prove it session. I mean, y'all, you know, it is what it is.
A lot of people already know what it is.
So, anyway. But now. We can go to one more topic if we can, if we got enough time. It's up to you.
Well,
I don't want to wait on the call. If they call, they call. But I mean, you know, you can't just, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, the number is 901-213-6020. What do you think about the topic we discussed today? If you want to continue the conversation on that, you can go to our Facebook page. You can leave comments or
so
under our topic that we put out. I put one out this morning.
Definitely.
About the what is it, Ukrainian thing?
It was right before the show.
Man, that is disgusting to me.
Now we can take a break and then come back and then see if you want to do another topic or see what we want to do.
Let's do the restaurant thing. What's shop?
Yeah, that's.
And then we'll come right back.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come back and we'll continue our discussion on the maybe something else here. We've got some hot stuff that's going on. Folks, we'll be back after this.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
I watch y'all coming here for years because you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You're going to pick that phone up one day and that girl going to be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandma dies. Because ain't nothing you do. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max time.
And welcome back to, did I get his volume over there? Welcome back to the show, Talk Back Live with Bob.
And Josh.
And I tell you what, great show today. Great. Hey, appreciate all of your comments and all of your questions. And hey, a lot of good comments coming in. And we appreciate your comments as well coming into the show today. All right, and support our advertisers and all those commercials we play. We want to thank them for being there as well. We don't rely on those advertisers. I say this, you want to advertise with us, you feel free to call 901-213-6020. You feel free to call me there, 901-213-6020 after the show. And you could call, and we'd be glad to advertise if you have a business. And it's very, very reasonable rates that we do charge. And listen, I don't live off these commercials on here. If I did, I'd be pitiful. We don't live off these commercials. We just do these to try to help people out so they can be seen on our network. And your broadcast and your business can be heard and seen on our broadcast. But we don't live off these. And that's why, we don't beg for people to advertise here. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's not going to mean anything to us. So we don't need, for living sake to live, for people to advertise with us. I just want to let you know. But you're invited. We invite you to advertise, and we can get you out there to the masses, to where people can hear your business. And this could probably boost your business to another level and hopefully become successful. That's why we're here at Talkback Live Network. Now, we say Talkback Live Network, Josh, we're talking about a network of shows and different things that are going on. Josh, we're talking about Talkback Live with Bob and Josh, which has been the big daddy for a number of years, 12 years or more. Excuse me. And you talk about Let's Talk About It, which is our new show. You talk about Talk Live Sports, is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Talk Sports Live every Friday at 4 p.m., 3 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And Talk Sports Live. And then we talk about what? The other show?
The Word of Life.
The Word of Life Bible Study and Discussion. We have those often, and we're going to have one tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact. Show tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We'll be teaching tomorrow morning. Don't forget, folks, a very good Bible teaching tomorrow that we're going to have, a very good discussion that we're continuing from yesterday. that we had on the show. And so you don't want to miss that. It's going to be on the network here tomorrow morning. And so, hey, we're going to close it on out here. And hey, it's been a pleasure to be on today. All your comments, funny, good, humorous, and very informing as well. That's why we like people to comment, because you can help somebody else with your comments. And that's going to do it for us today. Josh, thanks for joining us, all you people, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with the Word of Life Bible study at 8 a.m. right here on the Talkback Live Network. And so stay tuned to then, and we'll see you again later on with another edition of Talkback Live with Bob and Josh.
Shout out to Francis says, Go Grizzlies.
Go Grizzlies. That's what I want to mention. Tonight
Absolutely.
at 9 p.m. In Minnesota, the Grizzlies will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game 4.
Game 4. They'll beat them down tonight in Minnesota. So, and come back home and then win the rest of it when they get back home. So it's about over, folks. This has been a tough one for the Memphis Grizzlies. Big tough game for them. I think the rest, if they beat Minnesota when they beat them, I don't think the rest of it, Josh, is going to be a big deal. They're too big of a team.
Well, you know what? And I'm
good of a team.
I'm gonna just throw this out there real quick. I think this is one of the worst matchups for the Grizz. Potential with the way the Minnesota plays,
right?
Who they have now. I'm not saying Minnesota's one of the best in the West, but matchup wise, I knew this was going to be somewhat of a struggle, which it kind of has been, even with the comeback. But I think once they get past this, it's going to be all rolling from here.
It's going to be all rolling.
Even though they'll play better teams,
right?
The matchup will be better,
right?
So it's going to be interesting to see as we continue
as the Grizzlies go all the way to the NBA Finals and win the NBA title and bring it back to Memphis. How about that?
All right.
All right. Hey, thanks for joining us today, and we're out of here, Josh.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next time on Talkback Live with Bob and Josh. Have a good one. Be blessed is our prayer.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.